Okay, ladies, good morning. It's Melissa here. How's everyone doing? As you might follow Anna Bay and other, people, Helena Hart is someone I follow, other people who talk about relationships and our role as women. I want to talk about this some more. So yesterday I did a video. My video might get cut off, so I'll just have to clean some storage again, I guess. Anyways, I don't save my videos on the computer, but I did a video about flirting and how I am not a flirt. But on the other hand, okay, I am playful. I am somebody who has a great sense of humor, and I appreciate that in other people. I appreciate a great sense of humor in men and coworkers that I've worked with, um, and just having fun. I'm somebody who likes to have fun. I just am. And that's why in yesterday's video, I was like, oh, just be good, Melissa, just be good, right? Because I can be somebody who really likes a challenge. And especially if, I can get offended too. When I've had enough, I get offended. So I can get offended when a guy can play the game better than I can, right? And I think that's normal for us women. So when I was at one job, this was at a car dealership. This was working for this cleaning company who cleaned car dealerships. I had this guy, this bigger guy than me, training me and showing me how to use a vacuum. And the way he did it, he had sexual innuendo, okay? So usually when a guy acts like that, it goes over my head and I pretend I don't even notice. I don't even give them the satisfaction of knowing that I know what he's doing. I had another guy over here doing the same thing, showing me how to do something, okay? As women, we are to be pure. We are to keep our minds on what's good, what's true, what's pure, what's right, etc. So you could, as women, okay, and I'm talking about this because as women, we are now out in the workforce more than we have ever been. Ever. Back in the day, we could be home. I love being home. Like, I've got the home to myself during the day. I like being home at night, so I have time with my guys. So I love being home, but I also love to work. So it's that difficult balance between the two, right? So as we're out in the workforce more, you're going to be dealing with this. So the biggest thing you can do, ladies, and this is my advice, is to know yourself. Just know yourself. Um, Men will try to break your boundary. They will, and they will try to connect with you. Like yesterday on the bus, that guy was, there was a connection and he was trying to show some compatibility and connection with me. Flirting is when you really don't mean anything. It's nothing serious. Flirting is kind of casual, and you don't want to be. How do I say this? You can have fun, but not be flirty. Flirty is basically not being real serious with your intentions, right? Being kind of casual and showing interest in people. And it's an ego builder, right? But when you have fun and friendship with people, there should be a fun and good natured kind of fun without being disrespectful to people. So I guess that's the difference between playfulness and flirtiness. And just know yourself. And do not be afraid to put men in their place. I've had so many men as a married woman, okay? And I wear my ring. So many men flirt with me, and so many men, especially surfacely, especially outside of work, especially men who just see me. Like yesterday, on top of this guy, smiling at me a lot and sitting by me on the bus once somebody who was handicapped came on. He actually sat next to me, and I was getting very anxious. I could feel it. When I got off the bus, there was another guy who looked at me, and he's smiling at me and trying to get in conversation with me, and I just turned away. So, guys, we'll try to get your boundaries down, and the real connection that you want in friendship is you want to, this is friendship because I'm a married woman still, is to know what a guy is like, genuinely like. I have one guy around me who I'm impressed with him. He's always learning. He knows how to speak different languages. I'm like, holy cow. That is a real connection, ladies. You want to get to know people. And that's a real connection when you really get to know people and it's genuine, right? It's not just a flirty guy coming on to you. And I think, too, some of my anxiety stems from feeling uncomfortable because as a Christian now, there's a higher standard for me. And when I was a teenager, I didn't know what I'm doing, right? And I had guys hit on me, and I had a lot of situations happen. And so I think there's that anxiety sometimes for me thinking, oh, it can happen again. So, not that it will. I mean, I'm a new creature, but we still need to be careful, ladies, on what we do as a Christian woman. We don't want to bring, the name of Christ down toward others. So as an older woman, I share this with you, things I've been through and how we want to relate to other men as our brothers in Christ. And, you can have a friendship, but you don't want it to be, flirty and sensual and sexual. You want it to be just fun, loving, kind, encouraging, and supportive. So that's kind of what I got for now. I am going to be talking about RNC. I'm going to be putting another video up, and I enjoyed watching that last night. So I'm going to be talking about that. I love an intellectual challenge, and I love it when men can encourage us too. And I'll be talking about Trump, how men can encourage us intellectually. I find that very stimulating in a pure way to have men who are smart. I mean, that really is something that drives me as a woman who likes to use my mind to continue to improve myself. So I love mindset, and I love listening to men to learn from them. And we should want to learn from men. Margaret Thatcher, who was an amazing leader, was very supported and enjoyed kicking off her shoes at home with her husband. We can be feminine, and we can also have the side of being driven and wanting to learn. So that's what I got for now, and I will do another video.